Hey Cam fam, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to give you my 3 top tips for dealing with those low mood times. So everybody gets them, I think, when something like bad's happening, life gets a little bit hard, or if you're suffering from like full-on depression, which sucks. But I'm hoping these tips can help you. Let me just put this drawer back. Okay, so tip number 1 is to always have something to look forward to. I have actually got a meal plan at the moment, and this is our first week doing it, but I've been looking forward to Sunday's breakfast and lunch all week. We're having lemon and blueberry baked oats for breakfast, and then we're having a roast dinner for lunch. I'm not sure 100% what we're doing for dinner. I just put down toast, but I'm not sure we're going to have any bread left. So I've got all the stuff in already, and when I did the big food shop for the week, I made sure I had all the stuff that I needed for that. So even like if we totally run out of money, I've got all that stuff in. I'm going to have that thing to look forward to, and it's not going to cost me any additional things to get sorted. But you should always have a backup. For example, one of the things, I think it is tomorrow, we're supposed to be having maple French toast, and we are almost out of eggs. We've got 2 eggs left because Sander just went splat with all the eggs when he was trying to get something at the fridge. So we lost, I think, 3 eggs out of the pack of 6, and I can't find my cinnamon anywhere, so I don't necessarily have that to look forward to anymore. Like, hopefully we can still make it work, but it may not. So you should always have a backup in cases like that. Obviously I've got my Sunday stuff I'm looking forward to currently, but like there could be something you're really looking forward to, like say meeting up with friends, and then the friend gets sick, or you get sick, or like something more important comes up, like it's like unavoidable, and you can't stick with those plans, or your friends can't stick with those plans, and that sucks. And then you've got nothing, like that thing you're looking forward to is just gone, like poof, up in the air. Like, what are you going to focus on now? So yeah, always have a backup. Even if that thing is so much as like just having a soaky bubble bath all to yourself, or spending 10 minutes like reading a book, like just you time, or I don't know, I'm really into doing like arty things now. So if I say set aside like time while kids are at school to just focus on art and do some drawing or some Photoshop fiddling, then I've got that to look forward to, kind of thing. But yeah, so it's whatever works for you. Just make sure you have something you're looking forward to kind of get you through those rough days. Just like think, I've just got to get through today and tomorrow, and then I've got this awesome thing, or just got to get through this 1 week, and then there's this awesome thing, and then you'll have another awesome thing the following week. Tip number 2 is to always have your warm person. So that sounds really weird, but basically have somebody who you come away from conversations with them feeling happy and, like, sounds cheesy, but like warm inside. And like if you're an affectionate person who enjoys cuddles, have somebody who you know will give you cuddles. And I know that you can't always just cut off the toxic people in your life as much as it's a healthy thing to do. Sometimes they're like embedded in your life for other reasons. But if somebody does make you feel like that, like you speak to them and you just feel worse than when you started the conversation, or when they start the conversation sometimes, just try and avoid contact with them. If you do talk to them, keep it short and sweet. Like, there's no need to be rude and tell them to F off, but like, you can be like, yeah, oh, I'm okay, thanks, you. And then they'll say probably something passive aggressive, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, cool, I've got to run now, bye. Or if it's like in person, just limit conversation with them, like try and focus on like whatever else you have going on. Like hopefully there will be another person there you can talk to, or there'll be something you can do in the environment. You don't just have to sit there and talk to them. So yeah, that's tip number 2, is keep warm people close and keep cold people at a distance. Seems pretty obvious stuff really, but sometimes you don't think to like actually care for yourself like that, like take note of who's around you and how they affect you. But that is definitely a very important thing to do, especially when you're feeling in a low mood. Like sometimes you feel great and you can just put up with excuse me, sometimes you feel great and you can just put up with those annoying people who make you feel a bit rubbish, because like you're up here and they make you feel down here. But when you're down here and they make you feel even lower, it's just like too much to take sometimes. And like you don't need that little extra boost from the warm people if they're busy or whatever and you're in a fine mood. But when you're in a low mood, you really need to focus on trying to keep the right people close to you and the wrong people further away from you. So that's tip number 2. I just worded that 3 different ways. And tip number 3, the probably biggest, I think, and final tip, just for this quick little video, is do something to make you or your environment look nice. A lot of people think when girls put makeup on, it's to impress boys or to compete with other girls. But I only put makeup on, 1, if I'm filming a video, and even then it's a rarity. And 2, if I need to wake myself up and put myself in a good mood. Because sometimes I feel rubbish and I look at myself in the mirror and you can tell I feel rubbish, right? I've got like the dark circles around my eyes. I get like quite dark lids, like my eyelids. I don't know, I've always had it even when I was a kid. It's not like because I'm ill or anything. Oh, maybe it is because I'm ill, like I'm deficient in something. But anyway, point being, like my hair's a mess and everything, and I've had the same top on for like, I don't know, 2 days if I'm in a really bad way. And I just see myself and I'm like, no, I don't like this, and it makes me feel worse. But if I spend like 10-20 minutes brushing my hair, putting on even just a bit of lipstick and mascara, sometimes it just makes the world of difference. And like a fresh set of clothes, you know, if you've got more time, have yourself a little bath or a shower. And excuse you, maybe I was using that for some nice background. And you know, just really do something to make yourself look good on the outside so that you feel good on the inside. It doesn't work for everybody, but for me, and I know a few other people who feel like just putting a bit of makeup on or just taking a bit of care of your appearance can really help. And same with like your physical environment around you. If your house is a mess, your mind will be a mess. I know that's the most cliche thing ever, but from my experience, it is true. If I'm feeling crappy and I walk into a room that's a mess, I'm just going to feel completely unmotivated to do whatever I needed to do in that room. I'm going to want to walk out the room and go and sit down somewhere and honestly kind of sulk about it. Maybe not like outwardly, but like it makes me feel worse, like 10 times worse. So you might not feel the most motivated, but even if you just say like write down a little checklist of things that you need to do and make sure you start like the first 3 or 4 things that you think you physically could do right now, and then try and do some of them. Even if it's just sweep all of the rubbish in the room to like one corner of the room so the rest of the room looks okay, or the rest of the floor anyway looks okay, and then you can deal with that pile later when you feel a bit better in yourself. That can help a massive amount. to have the majority of your room looking like reasonable, and like you're not going to freak out if someone knocks on the door and they're going to, like, I don't know, judge you or something for having a messy house. Like, it can make such a difference. It's not so much about the other people bit, but like that can cause anxiety and stress and everything just feels 10 times worse when you've got those things going on. But like, to just look at your room and see it clean and tidy is honestly such a comforting thing for me and a lot of other people. So just like those small little things, just to know that you've made, like, chipped away at it. And sometimes the simplest things, like, I don't know, picking up toys from the floor, or like straightening up pillows, and like if you've got a sheet over your sofa or something like that. Anything like that can just make such a difference. Like me sweeping the floors and picking up teddies basically clears the majority of the room. And it, like, yes, a lot of surfaces need wiping over, but like that's another thing I can do that I think makes quite a big difference, that you don't really realize necessarily, but when things just look a bit cleaner, it's quite nice. I have actually been feeling a lot like better in myself recently. The past few days I've been trying to live by these rules and these tips, and it is helping me. I hope it helps you if you think it will, or if you, I don't know, think somebody else could benefit from these tips. Make sure you give the video a big thumbs up, share it with anybody you think needs some advice on how to just kind of cheer yourself up a little bit. And yeah, oh, I have a fourth tip actually, bonus tip. Do something that might not be the healthiest thing for you, but makes you happy. That's basically the bonus tip. Like, you know, if you're feeling crap, maybe you just need to spend a day binging Netflix, and then you can get back onto real life and like do other stuff to try and cheer yourself up the next day. Sometimes you just need a rest from real life. You just got to spend a day watching Netflix and eating chocolate. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like I said, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you're feeling friendly with any tips that you have, anything that you feel is helpful from this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, feel free to check me out on Twitch. I do just chatting streams over there all the time, and I wouldn't mind having like a little chat about mental health and things like that if you feel like you need to have someone to chat with about that. I stream pretty much every day, so it's twitch.tv/SueGirlYay, and yeah, we do games, we do just chatting. I'm going to probably start doing some more arty stuff on there if I can get my computer to work. I also might be filming some live of me doing this, which you guys will just see in the speed build if you're subscribed over here. But yeah, if you follow me and I can reach 50 followers and some other little milestones, then it'll actually be a lot easier for me to make money over there than on YouTube, which means that it would support me an awful lot if you go and do that, so that I can continue making better quality videos here and over on Twitch, and just having hopefully a better time with everything. Anyway, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and stay hydrated. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. I just skipped straight ahead.